you know, something girl DM messaged me. She was like, I want you to know that Michi's been saying good things about you. And I was like, whoa, whoa. So I just want you to know that because I feel the need to brag. It is nice. It is nice, right? It's a good trait. Because typically, like, people say more nice things than they say bad things about people, right? But no one runs to tell anyone, oh, so-and-so said this or whatever, unless it's bad typically. So I think it's a really good habit to run to someone when someone says something nice because it helps them not get brainworms and stuff. You know what I mean? So when someone's like, by the way, this person said you're a good friend, I'm just like, wow. You know, I think it's a good, healthy practice to be in personally. It puts into perspective how much more that is said than, you know, the opposite. But I typically hear nothing in either direction. No one has bad to say. Too scared. But like, yeah, I just don't think I'd do anything. The only time I've ever had anything to say about someone was someone did some heinous and I'm like, hey, I don't think anyone talked about this, but this person did this heinous thought you should know. And who do I say that to? Nobody except for my like 3 closest friends. And only if they talk to that person. I don't say it for no reason. It's only like, oh, you may not know this. Be careful. Only if they come in contact, not unprompted. You know what I mean? Outside of that, that's so rare that I ever have to do that. Like once a year max, you know? So outside of that, I just stay in my lane. I keep to my you know? That's all you have to do, man. But people find that hard sometimes, so I don't know. GEEGA can't dodge the allegations of being chill dude that everybody vibes with. I wouldn't say everybody vibes with. I feel like everyone's got, you know, people that do and don't. I think there are probably people that think I hate them because I go out of my way to like not answer them or something, but it's like, I'm busy. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad, but there are absolutely times where I've just been like, oops, I took 5 days to answer you because I had to get through all my work DMs and stuff. And sometimes when you get through 8 conversations, you're like, I'm not going to answer any more personal DMs for the day, you know? So I think there are probably people that have been led to believe that I hate them or something because I didn't answer them in like a quick time frame. Or sometimes DMs get lost. It's not the case, but you know, I wouldn't blame them if they made the assumption. It's not right. It's incorrect, but what can I do? You know, I'd have to answer every DM in a timely fashion. But you know, a lot of streamers have like crazy brainworms, so I'm sure there's some that have like wildly misinterpreted. I've had people tell me, oh, I thought this person thought you hated them because you something, and then it turned out I just like missed a DM. And I'm like, what? How does that translate to hatred? But people are really quick to assume. They get really, I don't know. I think they're like the dog with the nervous vest on. Like Chihuahua's constantly shaking, right? If you don't like reassure them that they're not dying, they're like, ah! All the time. And I've learned this over time because like if I miss a DM, sometimes they're like, she hates me. And I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? And it's something simple like that. And I have to be like, no, you're just one of 20 DMs. It's not like fuck you in particular, you know? It's just when you've answered DMs for 3 hours, sometimes you gotta stand up and walk away from your desk, you know? Some people need a lot of reassurance, some people hardly any. Yeah, I have a hard time being close friends with people that need a lot of reassurance. I have some close friends that are like that, but I can't like be close friends with a lot of them because then I have to sit there and DM all of them twice a week to make sure they know I don't hate them anymore or something, or like I haven't developed hatred for them randomly because their brainworms are lying to them. And like, you can only have just so many people that you do that with, you know? It's a lot. It's an anxiety thing, I guess. They get so anxious and everyone like sits there and questions their friendships online with everyone all the time. And I'm like, hey, just play some games and chill out, dog. But that doesn't work for me. But like, I can say that to myself, but it doesn't mean it works for others. You've decided to accept that your friends secretly hate you makes things less stressful. See, that's the problem. You're literally telling yourself a lie because it might be true, maybe, to avoid potential stress that you might not even have because what you're saying is unfounded. Do you see how stupid it is? Don't do that to yourself. There's no point, man. It's illogical, dude. It helps know your anxieties. Yeah, I think it's good to be aware of them, but you should do your best to, I don't want to make it sound easy, but do your best to will it away, right? Repeat the logical thing to yourself. Like, usually anxiety comes from a worry that is unfounded, but it's just there. It's present in your mind for whatever reason. So the thing to do is to reassure yourself, but don't do it in an emotional way. Do it in a logical way, right? Because the more you do it in an emotional way, you're like, it'll be fine because it will, because things work out. Like, you're going to feel better momentarily, kind of, maybe not really. And you're going to feel like you're lying to yourself because you kind of are, because there's no basis to it. So you have to sit there and repeat like the robotic, logical, like whatever to yourself. Because it's true. So you can be like, I think my friend hates me. And then you can repeat to yourself, they answered every single DM that I sent them. And they have never once said anything to me or anyone around me about not liking me. And you just repeat that. Yeah, close the loop. Exactly. And it's not like it's going to work perfectly every time, but if you do that a lot over time, it helps. And I know this all too well because I'm diagnosed with OCD, which is literally like centers of your brain dealing with worry and anxiety related to that are messed up. They don't function properly. And a big part of like the behavioral therapy to get over that and help it is that repeat the logic to yourself over and over so that it's like irrefutable and so that you get to trust your brain's logical reasoning more than just the emotional side, because the emotional side sometimes can just be wrong, right? It can just be super wrong. And if you have something wrong with yourself anxiety wise, right? There's something wrong with your brain, then you need to teach your brain to trust the logic more than the emotional side, because you know that your brain's going to be lying to you, right? That's a big part of like, if you have OCD, the types of therapy that they do with you is that sort of stuff, right? So that way you can, not to make it sound simple again, but you can just will it away a little bit. When you know you have an anxiety or worry that's popping up in your head that has no firm basis, you repeat to yourself, this has no basis, here's why, right? And then, you know, force field, basically.